And welcome back to Property Palz.
Benny
My
boy.
name is Ben.
Marcus.
And we are just so excited to be back for another week of beautiful property on the Property Palz podcast.
Yes, Ben, now I'm actually losing count. What podcast number is this one?
I think we're on 14 or 15, so we're getting close to 100 episodes.
16?
Oh, 16 already,
we've
wow.
been told.
Time flies.
When you're having fun.
That is crazy. Let's put some fireworks around.
But we're very happy. Today we're going to talk about a few properties that catch our attention.
That's right, we've got properties and there's just things that we wanted to focus on in these properties, and we're going to chat to you about it, the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful. We're going to throw it all on the table, and I think, without getting into it, let's just get into it. Anyway, number 5, we're going right to one of the most densely developed areas in Melbourne,
And
Southbank.
I don't mind a bit of Southbank, Ben.
Southbank is a very, very interesting suburb, very diverse as well.
Is it hip?
It is hip, it is cool, it is densely developed, and this one has caught our attention. This one is 19 Mill Street, Southbank.
Miles?
It is miles, that's right, sorry, I misspelt it there. 1 Mile Street, Southbank. No, 19 Mile Street, Southbank, there we go, third time lucky. It is a 2-bed, 1 bath, 1 car townhouse, going for quoting $1.1 to $1.2 million. It's going to auction on Saturday, the 29th of July at 10 a.m. Get in there, get your bids in. And this one has caught my attention, Marcus.
Then why has it caught your attention?
Now, Southbank, when we hear the word, lots of people would probably think of 30, 40, 50, 60-storey buildings. In fact,
70.
The tallest building in Australia is about to start being developed at Southbank by Ballura.
And then Australia 108's there.
Australian 108, Eureka Tower. These are all huge and very, very tall
Slap 'em.
residential towers in a very densely developed area. And so this one, though, is unique. And why, Marcus? Is because it's a central equity development. And when I say that word, what does that pop up to mind?
Early 2000s, central equity developers.
Well, central equity are very well known. They're probably the most notorious, and I think they've developed most of Southbank. So they've done multiple developments. We can probably, I'm not sure if we can quantify exactly how many, but it's probably 10 or 20. They've done over 80 in total, but in Southbank, we're probably close to 15 or so, maybe more. But this one here is very unique because it's one of their first. And this is, in total, how much land, Marcus? I know I said this before. Let's just repeat how much land you think would be in this sort of development.
Was it approximately, I'm trying to remember, you didn't tell me, but was it approximately 11,000 square metres?
Nearly got it, 11,500 square metres. So 1.15 hectares of land in this project. And there's, in terms of apartments, I can't exactly tell you how many but it's maximum 3 stories of apartments in some areas, and in others, it's got townhouses. And it's developed it's not a square shape, but it's got 4 sides, and it's a whole island block. So you've got townhouses all around the outside of it, and in the inside of it, tell you what, they just don't make it like they do these days.
We love a good large bedroom. And Ben,
sorry, just before I just cut you off there, is that it's got all these amenities on the inside, a tennis court, it's got a swimming pool, it's got a garden, it's got a gym, and they just don't do it like they do in this one, because at that stage, the whole of Southbank wasn't 40, 50 plus stories, and so this is what they decided to do.
And this would have been considered, not an overdevelopment, but dense at that point in time.
It would have been considered, wow, multi-story living, and this is back, and I can tell you when this was around developed.
Ben?
So the last time that this one sold
was
in 1992 for $229,000. So that there might have been when it was sold off the plan or sold once it's been developed. So this is over, 10, 20, it's over 30 years old.
That's pretty impressive. It's stood the test of time, has it been?
It has stood the test of time indeed. Now, you've got tennis court, pool, you've got a garden internally. This one too as well. So the layout, what do you reckon, Marcus?
Ben, the layout's interesting. So you firstly got on the floor plan here, which I'm just bringing up. I'm just looking at the pool, the tennis court. You got 2 bedrooms on the first floor. You've got a shared bathroom. You've got the dining on the ground level. You've got a living on the ground level. And you've got the kitchen right in the middle, which separates the 2 spaces, which is cool. But Ben, where's the dunny on the ground level?
I thought there's 2 things that you've observed, and may as well talk about the bathroom first off. There's no bathroom on the ground floor, which is an issue. But what's even more interesting, now we're going to zoom in on the toilet there, Marcus. This one's called a peekaboo toilet. Tell me why it's a peekaboo toilet.
It's a good old peekaboo.
Or you could call it a peekaboo.
Is that...
Immature these days, Ben.
I'll tell you what.
But please have a look at this toilet. You lock one door,
and then you open it up and you see the person. So essentially, when you open the door for the dunny, you're taking a dunny, and then you've got someone who's already in the bathroom who opens up the door and sees you. So the old peekaboo.
I'm sure there's probably ways that you can get around that. I just thought it was pretty funny. The peekaboo. Anyway, let's get through this. With this one, what's interesting about this is that what's really nice is that you can access it directly off the street. You don't need to go through like a common area foyer or anything like that. You access it just off the street, and then you've got this little, so you've got a courtyard out the front and a little courtyard. So in the common area, in the middle of the property, there's a common area, garden, pool, tennis court, but you do have on title your own little courtyard.
Ben, so on title, is the front part on title?
Front part? I'd need to see the title plan, but I assume it is. I think in terms of it, it would be a strata title, of course, and you are part of common area, and also too, because it's your car park isn't actually at the front there. Basement, so you can see, so there's probably a common basement or a common parking area, I assume.
Ben, what happens if your people have got like crutches and they need to go to the toilet and you're on the ground floor?
That is an issue. So this would not appeal to people that have crutches that need to use a bathroom. That is right, and that is one of the issues with some of these older ones. The apartment developments in this same complex, they probably don't have lifts, but that can be very attractive to some people because if there's no lifts, it probably means that there's going to be a reduction in the owners' corporation fees because there's with all sorts of lifts, you need lift maintenance contracts, and those things cost money. So I think for this one, I thought it was very attractive overall. But what's very interesting is some of the more keen Property Palz viewers would go, hey, look at that. This is 11,500 square metres of land right in Southbank. Isn't this an underdevelopment? Couldn't I just buy on this thing and then sooner or later all the owners are going to come together and sell it as a whole site which you can develop to 20, 30, 40 plus stories?
Well, Ben, I would have thought that, but you know what? What do I usually do? I usually do my due diligence.
That's a very key word on the podcast.
Now, Ben, I'm just going to guess. As part of the area, the structure plan for this area, is there a mandatory height limit or is it a discretionary height limit that's quite low?
That's a very keen observation, Marcus. In fact, you have hit it right on the money.
Always on the money.
There is a design and development overlay over this area, which we've looked on.
So a DDO?
A DDO, and it has, from what my very quick read of, was a mandatory height limit of 14 metres. So that's approximately...
And mandatory, not discretionary. Mandatory is like you cannot go above. Discretionary, there's some flexibility.
But look, my guess would be is if this site was to be sold as a whole, particularly in the current environment of, underdevelopment of, we need more housing, we need more apartments and stuff for people, affordable housing, all this sort of stuff, that you could have a bit of a discussion with council and that they probably might be open to the idea. Now that's a disclaimer, we're not planners and stuff, but I feel that that could probably be a thing, but you shouldn't be buying just on that reason.
Could I ask one question, Ben? Would you shake your money maker and go for 1.1 to 1.2 mil?
Well, so how big is the land? Do we know?
Well, are you talking about the land component of this?
Correct.
I would have guessed. We can just have a look at it now. Do you know?
So why Marcus is having a look at just the land is that this one would have a component of land, just given really where it is, because it's a townhouse. Now, 1.1 to 1.2, look, I think for a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 1 car, that does sound like quite a bit of money. But this area is fantastic. It's right near the botanical gardens. It's right, accessibility to the city from St Kilda Road is excellent. South Melbourne Market. Like overall, it's very, very good. Actually, it's going to be very difficult to find out.
1 second. But if we go from here, 4,
16,
8 by 4,
6,
8 by 4,
10,
40. I reckon it's only...
Yeah, but 40 by 4, that's 120. It's just about 10 grand a square metre on land. So, look, I don't think it's crazy money. I'm not sure if it's been done up a heck of a lot since it was built. Might have been touched up a little bit.
Well, it has had the digital furniture. I love the digi furniture.
That's right.
If it looks good, it is good.
So, overall, I think it's good area, and that's at number 5.
Now, Ben, number 5, going into number 4. Now, this one, it's a unique property, 301/333 Ferrars. Do you mind bringing it up for me?
I can get it right
South
up now.
Melbourne, 1 bed, 1 bath, 1 car, asking 700 to 770k. It is 61 square metres internal, plus an 18 square metre balcony by the looks of it. So that is approximately going at $12,625 per square metre.
Wow, and also 1 bed, 1 car,
bath,
1 bath. So I did a little bit of a weird order there, but for $700 to $770.
Exactly. It built in 2017, currently leased for $570 per week.
Okay.
Last sold 15th of May 2017 for $620K. Now, Ben, $770K for a 1 bed, 1 bath, 1 car in South Melbourne. That to me is like, from looking at it without doing much due diligence before, I would say that's a lot of money.
It does sound like a lot of money, Marcus, and two, so very important always to look at the internal area, 61 square metres internal. You know, it's asking for 700 to 770, so quick maths, blah, 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 12 and a bit a square metre.
Math, yep.
So $12,000 for an existing apartment, it's not cheap.
This isn't I'm just saying, it's not a premium apartment,
Yeah.
this one, and they're asking 12 grand a square metre for a 1 bedder.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot to love about it though. Like, look at the bedroom. We'll get the picture up here. That is fantastic. Look at those windows there. Like,
It's
absolutely fantastic.
Exactly, large floor to ceiling windows, large floor, top floor apartment. It says in exclusive development of only 11 others, plus 2 street level commercial tenancies. As the name suggests, this apartment principally captures views over St Vincent's Gardens and towards Port Phillip Bay. It also provides 180-degree views across Anzac Gardens and the Melbourne CBD skyline. It's right on the tram line, Ben, behind you.
Okay, very good.
So it could be too close, but
That's right. A little bit of noise sometimes. If you've got a tram right near you, you will hear it a little bit.
Yeah, it's
but
a
then
light
again,
rail.
some people don't mind that.
yeah. So what do you think, Ben? I'm struggling. I love the photos, but a bit cheeky. There's no floor plan, Ben.
That is a little bit cheeky, I think, that there's no floor plans. Now, there could be a couple of different reasons. One could be that the vendor didn't pay for a floor plan to be made up. But given that there's photos, I'm guessing that they've probably done that. So just to not... Yeah, so it's a little bit cheeky, but it's weird. I'm trying to see. So the living room faces one direction. The bedroom looks like it faces the same direction.
I think the bedroom actually faces the back,
other.
Ben. I think
but that's the bedroom there, isn't it? Or is that the living room?
I thought that's the living room. Let's have a look at the back. Go back to the next one.
Full height there.
Just show me the next one, though. Keep going, keep
there
going.
it
Wait on one. No,
It's
keep
top
going.
floor apartment.
Wait. Look, it goes out the back because you see the trees go next.
Yeah.
That one.
Very difficult. You know what would save time? Would just be
A floor plan.
Floor plans
Yep.
one there.
Ben, I've got a bit more DD here.
Very
and I'm just,
good.
I might have misplaced it here, but I have misplaced it. Anyway, keep going, Benjamin.
It's okay. Well, so we talked about when did we last sell?
I'm trying to get back to my notes here. Keep going.
Fortunately, just from memory, I thought I saw that it sold in May 2017 for approximately 620K. So it's a little bit of uplift if it sells for 700 to 770.
You're right, Ben, yes. I'm not sure. There was actually a recent apartment complex developed and finished on Ferrars Street called Ferrars in York by Hip v Hype.
Ooh.
A 1 bed, 1 bath, 1 car sold in mid-2021, so off the plan for $595K.
$595, and that was 1 bed, 1 bath, 1 car.
I believe so, yes.
$595, so that's a big difference. It's on
Newer development, I reckon, and perhaps, I'm not sure, is this property potentially priced high, this one we're talking about?
I don't know, but I guess maybe the agent and maybe the vendor's thinking it's a very tight market. Rents are going through the roof, so people might be very keen to have it. It's a pretty cool area, fairly busy road, but very cool area, near the market and everything. We'll see.
The value and the change in median value over the last 12 months for units in South Melbourne, 5.5% down.
Well,
Ben.
it's probably a little bit less than the average unit. So I'm reading in the news, apartment prices are going up.
Going up, Ben. We're going up, down to number 3.
Let's wind it up. Number 3.
Go on, windy.
Now, number 3, Marcus, we're going to one of the snazziest cool suburbs in Melbourne. We're going right to South Yarra.
I was going to say Collingwood. You like Collingwood?
Collingwood, we do love Collingwood, but South Yarra is glitzy. And so this apartment is 1203 681 Chapel Street, South Yarra. It is a 2 bed, 2 bath, 1 car apartment, private sale from what we can see, priced at 700 to 750K. It is part of the Avenue. So this was developed by Fridcorp back in 2014. Ellenberg Fraser was the architect for the exterior. Hector Guthrie was the interior architect. There's 183 apartments across the whole complex, and it is only 1 and 2 bedroom
Well,
apartments.
Ben, you know, I did one of these in one of our first ever episodes.
Oh, did we really?
Yeah.
Well, time flies. Well, isn't that good? We're back to this apartment building as well.
Back to where we're beginning.
I thought maybe I forgot that we did do one, and I thought, well, this is one that's worth chatting about. Anyway, for all our keen Property Palz subscribers, we can you can compare the two of these.
Slap
now,
it.
It might be a similar sort of apartment layout. This one
It wasn't. It was a corner.
Okay.
It was a corner.
This one's on the 12th level, split bedrooms, which we do like, don't we, Mark?
We do love a bit of a splitty.
I noticed too as well, split bedrooms, you've got a bath
Faces west.
in the master. It does face west, and that's a very keen observation because you're thinking about this building, it's high up. West, what does that mean?
But Ben, what is west best, or does it mean you get it straight in the eyes?
West is, while it does rhyme with best, you do get it right in your eyes, particularly in the afternoon.
And we're talking about sun, that's in your eyes.
That is, and it really kind of gets you quite hard too, because the western sun is stronger than the eastern morning sun. But anyway, what I thought just pointing out is that I actually have always liked this building, even though it's quite in your face when you're going down, past the Yarra on your way to South Yarra or down Chapel Street. You do see it. It's right there and in your face.
Would you consider, like, some people actually say, oh, I'm not sure if I like the look of that glitzy, but I really like it. It's something cool. It's South Yarra.
I think so
it's
too.
a
It sets
vibe.
the scene. It is a vibe, isn't it,
Yeah,
Mark?
it's kind of comparable to Capital Grand, but it's got a bit of glitz, a bit of gold.
I think it sets the scene, and I think it's actually okay. But there's a couple of things just to point out.
Point
is
them
that
out.
the way that it's laid out, so if we get the floor plan up here at the moment, very good, is that these bedrooms are not big. The master,
jeez.
or the main bedroom, as we say now, is 2.8 by 4.4. So 4.4, that is quite long, but 2.8 is a little bit less than 3 metres wide.
Also, though, you've got a bit of a unique, it's not a square, it's
That's right. And so see the shape, I guess, of the building, which looks quite nice on the outside, that makes it a little bit awkward in the bedroom. Also, you don't have normal, your master only has a sliding door, whereas your bedroom has the other one has a proper door. It's got 2 wardrobes though, so a walk-in wardrobe and another one. That's pretty good. I think the master's
that's
okay.
the shower bin.
No.
Oh, it's a
walk-in
walk-in,
wardrobe.
okay.
I think the master is actually acceptable and good. It's got a bath. It's got a bath shower there.
No,
that's a
the
bath
shower
shower.
there.
Oh, a bath shower and a
Yeah.
normal shower. I think the master is really good. Apart from that, a normal door. But some people don't mind the odd sliding door.
The second,
bedroom, though.
Do you like to swing cats, Ben?
In fact, a hobby of mine is swinging cats.
I knew
and
it.
I'm going to really struggle to swing a cat in that bedroom.
You would struggle. 2.7 by 2.5. The door goes into the room halfway almost.
That's actually right too, and that's like what I didn't notice, Marcus, is that it's 2.7 by 2.5, and the door swings into the bedroom.
So you're going to be swinging doors and cats, and you'll be
You're not going to be swinging doors or cats in that bedroom. I think, look, and again, disclosing, we haven't inspected this property, but if you were to go in there, you'd really want to inspect this property and get a feel about, is that bedroom actually big enough? Because that bedroom there may be better suited for a home office, just given the size of it. And a home office, it would be definitely big enough. One positive, though, is that it has a winter garden in front of it.
This is a question for us. It has a winter garden. Now, are you able to, because it's technically inside your title boundary, knock that window out to make it an actual bigger bedroom?
I'm not sure if it does, but what's interesting is that your winter garden can be included in your internal area.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if that's been included or not, but
Can it be?
I'm not sure if you can take out that wall. I mean, nothing would stop you.
No?
Again, not supporting that at all, but you should always do things by the books. But yeah, I don't really know. I'm not sure.
But
that's one way of making the bedroom a little bit bigger, I guess.
Exactly right.
But I mean, you need to get approval for that sort of stuff. You need OC approval. You need all this sort
Who
of
knows?
approval. So, but anyway, what I did notice is that the kitchen is very far back from the front of the living room. That area there, to me, you could almost have some sort of island bench.
Yeah, you probably would need a bit of an island bench. What's that?
That there is the walkway to the other bathroom. So I'm not sure what that's probably where you got
they're
your
cupboards
dishwasher
opening in and out.
and cupboards, and might be other sort of stuff storage. Sorry, for where like your kitchen stuff goes anyway. But overall, shower in the master. It's got a bath. The other bathroom is a big shower too as well, which we do like. And so overall, I thought that's one that is worth bringing to our Property Palz attention.
Overall, Ben, what do you think?
I think all in all, it's not bad.
Not bad.
One last thing to note too as well. It last sold off the plan for $735K in January 2012. Wow. So in 10 years, haven't seen much appreciation, which is interesting compared to, say, that one that you're about to talk about has had a little bit of appreciation in the last couple of years.
True, Ben.
There we go,
Not
Marcus.
bad, good
Number
size.
2.
Let's go. 214 of 250 Gore Street, Fitzroy. Ben, whip it up, please, for me
Love
now.
it.
2 bed, 1 bath, 1 car. Auction, 760 to 820K.
Ooh.
Benjamin. Now, I look at the first photo. I'm thinking, gee, it's on the front. I love it.
Looks nice.
It looks great, but this is also a little bit cheeky. We like talking about the cheeks here, but this one here is actually on the side of the apartment project, and it faces. Where does it face, Ben?
Well, it faces north, which is very good.
Faces north. Good start.
Very good.
How do we finish?
Well, what's north of us, Marcus?
I wonder what's north. Well, you got a Woolies, Ben. But what's on the Woolies? What's on top of the Woolies?
They are the fresh food people, and that's the rooftop car park is there.
Oh, so the fresh food people are on top of the car park?
Woolies are the fresh food people. But I think it's a good point, Marcus. It's north facing, but probably sooner or later. Now, we don't know whether it's going to be, it could be in 50 years' time. That is an underdeveloped site, and it'll be some sort of big development, probably with the Woolies remaining on the base. But that is a risk that some stage of you will be built out.
Yeah.
But, you know, you could inquire if you wanted to inquire about these things and finding how long the lease for Woolies is, and that will give you a bit of comfort. But look, I'm not sure exactly when or if it'll happen, but it could be quite a long time away.
But the other thing is, though, you've got to understand that you're on the second floor here, Ben. You would be getting a lot of the car lights that are coming out of the apartment development, potentially.
Yeah, I reckon you might just miss it on the second floor.
But you're on like the actual car park when they're turning on the car park. It's higher up.
Yeah,
If you go back, I'll show you the car park.
Yeah,
and while
I guess
Ben's
so.
getting that, it doesn't show you that well in this.
Yeah, you're right. So what you want to do when you're looking at apartments, that's not the way it says, is that if there's any road leading towards a house or an apartment, is have a think about the lights of those cars at night time, or if anything will actually shine through your blinds. You might just miss it. I reckon you're probably going to miss it. I think it's still good, north facing, you're probably high enough, but it is something that's worth noting.
83 apartments in the development. Ben, you told me Hayball designed.
That's right.
SMA projects developed, completed in 2021.
That's right, and they've done a few developments in Fitzroy and Collingwood, including the biggest one in Collingwood, which is the big 18-level one
called,
right on Rockaby Street. No, on Robert Street, sorry.
What's it called?
It's called the big development in Collingwood.
Nice.
The brewery.
The brewery. 300 square metre penthouse is on top. We went through it one time, maybe a couple of years ago now. No, sorry, a year and a half.
I think it was a little bit ago.
And we liked it. It was big, asking big money too.
Yeah, I think big quantities of dollars.
Yeah, nice rooftop area for the communal area. This is, as per the agent's listing, nestled in this boutique Fitzroy complex is a building brimming with architectural design features. This contemporary north-facing two-bedroom apartment makes the most of the city fringe location to offer the ultimate cosmopolitan, those big words, Ben, lifestyle. Within walking distance of Smith Street, obviously, Brunswick Street precincts, an abundance of shops, restaurants and bars. Everyone, it's a ripper location, faces north. The layout, Ben, do you like it?
So when I was looking at the bedroom sizes are good. The main or the master is 3x4 and the other bedroom is 3x3.6. They are acceptable and probably slightly bigger than what your average bedrooms would be in apartments in these sort of areas.
Yeah, and bigger is better in a situation of a
Bigger
bedroom.
is always better in a bedroom.
Yes, exactly right. So the kitchen itself, Ben, is slightly in a unique position. Like it's just behind the bedroom and then it's kind of not near the living dining room.
I think for me, this is a good developer, a good architect, good location, but that kitchen, I would ideally like it more in the middle of my living room or dining area, not opposite one of the bedrooms. But you know, then again, that buyers will factor that into their price decision.
So Ben, it was last sold in 2018 for 655k, settled in 2021. So it was bought off the plan, by the way. It's asking 760 now to 820. Might make a little bit of money over time, but Ben, I'm not really sure how big it is. I think it's between 65 to 70 square metres, so probably between 11 and 12k per square metre.
Wow.
Now that is it's a good amount for Fitzroy.
Yeah, I think some of the new stuff that's going up in Fitzroy, like we're getting right up towards the high teens, like 18, 19, 20 even plus. Yeah. So that's the luxurious sort of stuff. But I thought what is noting about this one though, Marcus, is that it's only a one bathroom.
Okay, one bathroom. For a one bathroom, what do you think, Ben?
I think, look, bigger is better, and two is always better than one.
Is
usually
it really?
for a bedroom, yes.
Okay, right.
For bathroom, sorry. And so this one here, you've got a shared bathroom for those two bedrooms. And for this one here, though, then again, if it's just one couple or one person.
Go on.
Living there, it's not so much of a big issue because you can just go to you use that one bathroom, the other room's going to be a study or a guest room, but if you've got two people living there, look, it's a little bit of an issue. Positive is a regular car park, I don't think it's a stacker, and it's got a storage cage, which we do love.
Yeah, Ben, and market trends for Fitzroy apartments, change in median value over time, last 12 months, guess how much? Have a guess.
In median value, it would have gone down a little bit, but probably has recovered a little bit.
3.9% only.
Okay, so it's not bad. It's on the way up, I reckon.
Yeah, it is
and the
on the way
rents
up.
would have definitely gone up quite a lot.
Agreed, Benjamin. So Ben, overall, not a bad apartment. Couple little factors to be aware of, but could be an okay buy.
good location. All in all, not bad. And
All in
now
all.
we're on to number 1. We're going off to Clifton Hill. That's where we grew up right when we were younger. This one's being sold by a legendary real estate agent. This is
Roland
number
Patterson.
13 Park Drive, Clifton Hill. This is a 3-bed, 2-bath, 2-car. It is in, from what I could see, a block of townhouses that was developed, over 20 years ago. This one here, it last sold for 1.371 million in June 2019, so a couple of years ago. But then if you go back through the sales, you can actually sold 4 times since the first sale, and the first sale was on in 1999 for $212,000. So a little bit of appreciation over that time, isn't it?
Really? Only 212?
But this is a super location, like complex of 25, approximately townhouses. It overlooks Yarra Park, near the Merry Creek. Access to Heidelberg Road is very good. I think this townhouse ticks a lot of boxes. I'm just going to open a photo now. What do you reckon? What do you reckon of the photos, Mikey?
Oh, do you want me to get the photos up? Here we go. Got them there.
So look, it's not offensive. The look of it, it's clean, it's slick.
It's not offensive. I
think, look, the garden area, because the living room area, it overlooks the gardens. That is south facing, but then again, the master is. Oh, wait, let me actually. Where's the? Gosh, my computer's struggling a little bit there. Let's get the floor plans up here. Do
you want me to get it up for you?
There we go. Got him. Okay, so gosh, it doesn't even the directions up. Can you see what direction?
Must be facing south and north.
So the back garden faces south, but the front of the property faces north, which is very attractive. So the family room and also one of the bedrooms, or the master. But look, I think 2 bedrooms downstairs. You can have the kids downstairs, or a guest room. You could have a home office downstairs. I've got a family area that could also double as the family area could double as a home office if you wanted
Rumpus
to.
room.
And then the living and the dining room upstairs get a bit of a view over the gardens. Look, I think it's very attractive. And also the courtyard area at the back, that has direct access onto the park.
Ben, I agree with you. It's a long garage, hey? Good old 10 by 3. But then,
tandem.
Oh, good old Tandy. So the master main bedroom, it's a good space. 3.8 by 4.8.
3.8, 4.8. And then look at there, you've got a spa too as well.
You've got a spa.
Oh, very luxurious.
Ben, do you take many spas?
I do not, because I don't have a spa in my apartment.
Oh, well.
But if I had a spa, I would be taking one.
No, Ben, I like the other bedrooms, but one is huge. The second bedroom is huge, 4.9 by 3.6.
That is the favourite child's bedroom.
Yeah, so would that be mine?
Yeah, that would be yours, definitely. I'd get the small one.
Yep. How much is asking, sorry, Ben?
So it's asking for, oh gosh.
Oh, do you want me to get it up for you?
I would love it. I'm struggling a little bit
Benjamin.
with this computer at the moment.
It says it's a single, is that right?
No, that's when it was sold, sorry. I think we got to look at the listing of, there you go. Because Roland Patterson actually sold and now he's selling it again. So, let's get it up.
Is he selling it more than once?
Yep.
Wow.
Good real estate agent. Now,
Yeah, not bad.
so here we go. 1, 2, 3. It's not coming up anyway. Hopefully it is actually on market, but no, it definitely is, don't worry.
For sale, got it here.
Yeah. So
One-
1.59
whoa.
to 1.659.
And when was
Good
it last
appreciation.
sold? When was it last sold?
2019. So
Wow.
what's that, 200k
Whoa.
or so? 50k a year?
Yeah, no, but if it goes for 1.695, how much did it sell for?
It sold for 1.375. So what's that?
Oh, it was
It's approximately
$1.375.
$300,000 over, 3 or 4 years. That's pretty good.
Wow.
That's a good reason to buy property.
Oh, and
buy good property.
it's just a shame it's not with Roland.
That's all right. We do like Angus Green as well.
And good old Lee Muddle.
We do like Lee as well. Anyway, Marcus, I think that's our top 5 for the week. We hope you enjoyed the episode. We went a little bit over. We normally were trying to keep it in 20 minutes, but we just had so much good stuff we wanted to share with you. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for next week for another 5 absolute ripper properties.
Thanks so much. See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.